Manual of Operation and Maintenance of YTO 100 to 130 horsepower X-Series tractors. Introduction of China YTO Group Corporation.
On July the 20th, 1958, the first tractor works of the Republic of China, named Dongfeng Hong, initially meaning Red Sun in the East, later changed to YTO, was born the YTO Group Corporation. Today, millions of YTO tractors are working the vast land of China. YTO tractors also provide technology for the world agricultural progress. YTO has always been focused on the change and commitment to customer values, boosting China's agricultural machinery industry. In the agricultural machinery division, large numbers of YTO tractors, consisting of 26 ranges and more than 2,000 types. YTO tractors have a wide range of models, from 18 to 300 horsepower. YTO high horsepower wheel tractors are closing the gap of 20 years between China's tractor technology standards and the world. YTO tractors have been leading the development trend of the domestic agricultural industry and provide excellent service for more and more customers around the world. In the construction machinery field, YTO Group Corporation produced the first roller of China. The LY brand rollers have enjoyed good reputation amongst all customers, based upon the independent innovation and advanced international technology. It has formed 10 product series, including 60 varieties under 5 major categories. YTO brand industrial bulldozers are used in earth-moving, towing and other operations, large, medium and small-scale construction work. YTO hydraulic excavators, forklift loaders and other products are comfortable and efficient for construction of roads, airports, highways, dams and so on. They have become the active force in the construction machinery industry for the YTO Group. The YTO Group are committed to move forward with technology and design, after-sales support with the future, working together with you.
Thank you for choosing YTO Series high-power range-wheeled tractors. This video mainly introduces the operation and maintenance of YTO 100 to 130 horsepower X-Series wheeled tractors. This series of tractors are all four-wheel drive. YTO X1204 is selected as a representative model to explain here. During the maintenance and repair, customers should do according to the manual requirements. When encountering any problems, keep in touch with the dealer or customer service systems and avoid any mistakes and any inconveniences occurred to you. Chapter 1. Tractor Safety Regulations and Operation Precautions. During the daily operating tractor must follow the safety operation regulations to operate so as to avoid any unexpected accidents. Forbid to operate the tractor against the regulations. Section 1. Tractor Safety Regulations. Read the Operation Maintenance Manual of the tractor and the Operation and Maintenance Manual of the engine carefully before operating the tractor. Read the warning labels on the tractor and follow the instructions strictly to operate during the operation and maintenance. The driver must be specially trained to get the driver license. Forbid to stop the engine, to engage with neutral gears, or depress the clutch pedal to slide along declivity. The trailer should have independent braking system during tractor's transportation. Otherwise, the trailer cannot be used. When towing the trailer, the towing device should be used. When tractor is operated or driven along the slope, the ground slope should be smaller than 20%. Otherwise, it is very dangerous. When the tractor is normally working or driving, the inclination degrees to left or right should be no bigger than 15 degrees. When driving on road, the traffic rules and regulations should be strictly observed. Section 2. Tractor Operation Precautions. The new or heavily repaired tractors must undergo run-in period according to the requirements. All of the tractor's components must use the recommended brand solutions strictly. Must check all screws, nuts, and other easily loosened parts often at all joint sections and tighten them when finding loose. When maintaining the electrical system, must remove the grounded cable of battery cathode firstly, so as to avoid damaging the electrical equipment. During checking, cleaning, adjusting, repairing, and maintaining the tractor and farming tools, the tractor engine must be stopped. The change lever should be put in neutral gear. The manipulating handle of PTO shaft should be in disengaged position, and let all moving parts in still situation for a certain time in order to cool down the tractor. When tractor is running with farming tools, must turn out the decelerating button to lock the farming tools firmly. When tractor's PTO shaft works with load, forbid turning abruptly so as to avoid damaging the universal joints. Before using the PTO shaft to drive the farming tool, must check if the tractor and the tool match rationally. When it is needed to check the radiator, it is not allowed to screw off the radiator lid before the engine is stopped and cooled down. Pay attention to fireproof when checking the fuel level and refueling. Forbid to modify the tractor by the client himself. The after effect caused by modification should be taken by the client only, and no warranty is given. This tractor's weight is about 4.45 to 4.91 tons. Tractor can be driven onto the transporting truck via the loading platform. Chapter 2. Tractor Usage and Operation. Section 1. Tractor Fuel, Lube Oil, and Coolant. The diesel engine must use the light diesel oil with the national standards. Select light diesel oils with different brands according to different operation temperatures. Select CD class engine oil for naturally aspirated diesel engine and CF-4 class engine oil for turbocharged diesel engine. Forbid to use the common diesel engine oil as the substitute. Diesel engine oil should be replaced accordance with the oil change period of technical requirements. When changing oil, forbid to blend the new oil with used oil or different brand lubes for using. Choose the dual function oil N100D, both for transmission and hydraulic system, for tractor hydraulic lifting and steering system, transmission, central transmission of front drive bridge, and final transmission. The 3-function oil of transmission, hydraulics, and brake, or APICD-SAE10W, is used for brake. Choose the 3-function oil of transmission, hydraulics, and brake, or APICD-SAE10W for brake. The universal lithium-based grease may be chosen as tractor lube grease. The antifreeze is recommended to use for diesel engine cooling system. Select the antifreeze produced by regular manufacturers when the temperature is lower than 5 degrees centigrade than local minimum temperature. If not using antifreeze, must use the pure water or deionized water. Otherwise, the radiator's life will be shortened. Note: forbid to blend the oil with the same brands but produced by different manufacturers. Section 2. Preparation before operating tractor. Let's be familiar with the positions and functions of all operation mechanism and instruments before the operation. Clutch pedal. Control the engagement and disengagement of the main clutch. Brake pedals. The left and right pedals are usually under interlocked position. The turning radius can be reduced by single side braking when working in fields. The left and right pedals should be interlocked during normal driving conditions so as to ensure the driving safety. Differential lock pedal. Control the engagement of differential lock. Foot throttle pedal. Control the fuel supply of diesel engine in time. Hand throttle lever. Let the engine maintain the constant fuel supply. Main speeds change lever. Realize 4 gears, namely gear 1, 2, 3, 4. Auxiliary gearbox lever. Can realize 4 gears, namely high, low, neutral, and reverse gears. Position regulation lever. Regulate the position of farming tools. Quick lift lever. Can realize lifting farming tools rapidly. Multi-way valve control lever. Control the hydraulic output valves. Handle brake lever. Be used when parking. When the lever is in brake position, the brake lamp will be on. Speed down regulation lever. Regulate the return oil of distributor to adjust the descending speed of farming tools or keep the tractor in transport position. Front drive lever. Control the engagement and disengagement of front drive wheels. Rear PTO shaft operation handle. Control the engagement and disengagement of rear PTO. PTO clutch operation handle. Control the engagement and disengagement of rear PTO. Sensitivity lever. Regulate the sensitivity of lifter force regulation. Steering wheel lock lever. Lock the steering wheel to a desired position based on the driver's needs. Far and near light switch. Control the far and near light of headlamps. Cab front work lamp switch. Control the front work lamp of cab. When the switch is at the open position, the front work lamp of cab will be on. Cab rear work lamp switch. Control the rear work lamp. When pushing the switch, the rear work lamp will be on. Main lamp light switch. Control all illuminating devices of tractor. Emergency alarm switch. Control the emergency alarm lamp of tractor. Oil tank heating switch. Set this switch on to heat oil. The heating indicator lamp of the oil tank will be on if the temperature of oil is lower than 5 degrees centigrade. The heating indicator lamp of the oil tank will flicker if the oil temperature is above 5 degrees centigrade to remind drivers to turn off the oil tank heating switch. Fuel temperature meter can display the fuel temperature in the range of -20 degrees centigrade to 51 degrees centigrade. Engine tachometer and work hour meter. Display the rotate speed and the accumulated work hours of engine. Water temperature gauge. Indicate the engine coolant's temperature. The gauge's hand will be in green area in normal work. When the hand is in red area, stop the engine to do the troubleshooting. Fuel volume meter. Indicates the fuel volume. When the meter's hand points to red area, the fuel volume indicator lamp is on. Please add the fuel. The fuel volume indicator lamp will flicker if the open circuit or short circuit fault occurs to the fuel sensor. Voltage meter. Display the system voltage. The normal value should be more than 12 volts when the power is on. Charge power in time when it's lower than 12 volts. When the engine is started, the voltage value should be about 14 volts. It means engine is in normal condition. When the voltage value is about 12 volts, it means the generator and regulator may have failures. Engine oil pressure meter. Display the pressure of diesel engine lubrication system in the range of 0 to 1 MPa. When the power is on, the pressure value should be between 0.1 MPa to 0.8 MPa. When the oil pressure warning lamp is on, it means the oil pressure is abnormal. Please stop the engine and check the engine, sensors, and lines. The indicator lamp will flicker if the open circuit or short circuit fault occurs to the engine oil pressure sensor. Battery charge alarm lamp. After the engine starting, if the lamp changes from bright to extinguish, it indicates the generator is in normal work. If the lamp is always on, it shows the charging circuit of generator is failure, so should check and repair it immediately. Braking level alarm light. When the liquid's level in the brake kettle is excessively low, the light will be on. Usage of combined switch. On the left handle of the combined switch, there are front, far, and near lamp switch and the steering lamp switch. Push left lever forward. Right steering lamp and right indicating lamp will be both on. Push the lever backward. The left steering lamp and left indicating lamp will be both on. Locate the lever in mid-position. The switch is returned and turned off. When main lamp switch is located in gear 2, the front near lamp will be on. Push upward the left lever. The front remote lamp will be on. Meanwhile, the remote lamp's indicating lamp will light on, pushing upward slightly to change the light. The front windscreen wiper switch and the engine preheat button are in the right handle. Push the right handle backward. The front windscreen wiper is on. Push it back to stop. Push down the button of the engine preheater. The engine preheat lamp is on. Release the button. The button will return automatically and stop working. Speaker button. Push down the speaker button on steering wheel. The speaker is on. Rear windscreen wiper switch. Push down the switch to open the rear windscreen wiper. Check the completeness and technical status of tractor before operating in order to enhance the lifetime. Check any damages, missing parts, or loose connection during the transportation. Solve the problems immediately when finding it. The tractor debugging had been carried out before leaving the factory, and initial test running was done. Forbid to make any regulation privately on the injection pump, the engine oil pressure, the safety valve pressure of the hydraulic system, etc. The failures must be regulated by professional maintainers. Section 3. Diesel engine operation. Preparation before starting up the engine. Pull out the dipstick in the transmission box. Check if the hydraulic oil level is within the range of upper and lower scale. Refill when insufficient. Check the oil level of drive housing at the front drive bridge end. Turn the front wheel during inspection. Keep the oil screw plug at horizontal position. Unscrew the plug. The oil level should be up to the plug hole. Refill when insufficient. Check the oil level in the front drive bridge shell. Unscrew the filling plug. The oil level should be up to the plug hole. Add when insufficient. Turn up the engine hood lock switch. Open the hood and observe the coolant level. Refill the coolant when insufficient. Check the brake tank oil level. Confirm the oil level is up to max marking line. Check the oil level of air filter, whether it is in the marking position. Pull out the oil dipstick to check whether the oil level is within the upper and lower scale. Open the steering oil tank. Check the hydraulic steering oil level and confirm the hydraulic oil level is up to the upper limit position. Check whether the electronic circuit connection is reliable or not, and battery power charge is enough or not. When it is green, it is in normal status. When black, the battery needs to be recharged. When white, the battery is discarded. Locate the main gear change lever in neutral gear. Locate the PTO handle in neutral position. Front drive lever is at disengagement position. Lifter control lever is at down position. The control lever of multi-wave valve is at neutral position. Pull out flame-out cable pin. Let flame-out cable to return. Insert the startup key into startup switch and shift it to gear 1. Observe the fuel volume indicator. Refill when insufficient. Check all connections of oil and water pipes, whether there is any loosen or leaking. For the new, repaired, or the long-term parking engine, bleed the air in fuel pipe before starting up, so as to ensure the engine starts smoothly. Avoid the high-pressure fuel to scald the skin during bleeding. After no use for a long time, open the orifice of turbocharger firstly to refill a little lube oil before starting the turbocharger engine. Manually move the turbocharger rotor. Let the bearings be lubricated. Diesel engine startup. Throttle is located in neutral position. Depress the clutch pedal to turn on the safety switch. Then turn the key clockwise to Gear 2. When the engine is ignited and started, the key should immediately be turned back to Gear 1. Every time when the motor is started, the working starting time should not exceed 30 seconds, so as to protect the motor and battery. If it is not started in one time, stop for 2 minutes to restart. When it cannot be started for 3 times continuously, find out the reason and remove the trouble before the next restart. Diesel engine running. Immediately decrease the throttle after the engine is started. Keep the engine in idle speed. Forbid to sharply accelerate the throttle. Slowly increase the engine speed when the outlet water temperature is up to 60 degrees centigrade. The engine can work under load. In the process of engine working, please pay attention to listen whether there is abnormal sound and observe the oil pressure warning lamp at any time. Attention! The engine idle running time should not be more than 10 minutes. Section 4. Operation and drive of tractor. Tractor startup. Observe whether all instruments are normal. Pull up the lifter control lever and lift up the hanging farming tool. Depress the clutch pedal and shift the control lever of main and auxiliary gearbox into the desired gears. Press down the red control button. Push down the parking brake control lever and release the handbrake. Depress the horn and observe whether there are any obstacles around. Operate the hand throttle lever or depress the foot throttle pedal. Increase the engine speed slowly and release the clutch pedal slowly. The tractor will start moving steadily. Attention! During the tractor running, unless it is needed to change gear and brake, driver never places his foot on clutch or brake pedal so as to avoid the clutch in semi-contact status or the brake has slight braking performance. Tractor steering. Decrease the speed when the tractor is steering. Control the steering wheel to turn around. When steering on road, the speed should be controlled within 10 km per hour. Steering should be done earlier and made slowly, less steering and less returning. When the tractor is steered with a small turning on soft soil or in paddy fields, since the slippage in front wheel, the steering may fail, and sometimes in order to reduce the turning radius, at these times the single side brake can be used to steer. It means that in the case of releasing brake disc of the left and right brake pedals, when turning with the steering wheel, depress the brake pedal on the corresponding side to help steering. Thus, the turning radius can become smaller. When the tractor is running on roads, the left and right brake pedals must be locked deadly. Forbid to make abrupt steering by using the single side brake. When the front wheel makes a big steering, the steering wheel should not be held in extreme position more than 10 seconds, so as to avoid the hydraulic steering system overload for a long time. Tractor gear change and working speed selection. The main and auxiliary gearbox is controlled separately by the 2 operation levers in order to achieve 12F and 4R gears. The correct selection of tractor working speed can not only gain optimum production efficiency and fuel economy, but also prolong the lifetime. The selection of speed in field operation should be appropriate to let the engine work at about 80% load. Customers may choose the suitable speed based on different operations and fields. Usage of differential lock. When the tractor is working, the differential lock should be kept in the disengaged status. When the tractor rear wheel slides seriously on single side and the running speed goes down, depress the differential lock pedal. Let the tractor move out of the slippage section of field. Disengagement of differential lock. For the mechanical differential lock, let your foot leave from the differential lock pedal. The differential lock can be separated. For the hydraulic differential lock, only depress the brake pedals. The differential lock can be separated automatically. Tractor braking. Generally reduce the engine throttle firstly, then depress the main clutch pedal and step down the run brake pedal slowly based on reality. Park the tractor steadily. During emergency braking, depress the main clutch pedal and run brake pedal together. Usage of front drive axle. When the tractor is working in fields with heavy load or on moist and soft soils or in paddy rice fields, the front drive axle may be mounted so as to improve the tractor's attachment performance. When the tractor is used for general transport on hard road surface, the front drive axle is not allowed to be mounted. Otherwise, the front wheel may get premature wearing down. The front drive axle can be mounted only when the road is slippery and the big slope is ahead and the rear wheels are easy to slip when climbing uphill on rainy and snowy weather. After crossing over the bad section of road, the tractor's front drive axle should be dismounted. Usage of adjustable steering wheel. The angle of the steering wheel may be adjusted ahead and back. Push upward the level and then hold the steering wheel to adjust the angle. When the angle of steering wheel is adjusted to a suitable position, push downward the lever. The position of steering wheel will be locked tightly. Adjustment of seat. The front and rear angle, rigidity, height, and the backrests position of the suspension hydraulic seat can be adjusted. The seat can be moved ahead and back by pulling the right handle of the seat. Turn the rigidity adjustment knob clockwise or anti-clockwise to make the displayed number be consistent with the driver weight. Raise up the seat to a suitable position by hand, then release the handle to lock the seat. Push the left handle of the seat to adjust the position of backrest according to the conditions. Tractor stop and engine stop working. Firstly, diminish the throttle. Decrease the tractor speed or load. Depress the clutch pedal and brake pedal. After the tractor stopping, locate the main and auxiliary gearbox levers at the neutral position. Pull upwards the stop brake control lever and keep the stop brake in brake status. Release the clutch pedal and brake pedal. Make the engine in idle running for 3 to 5 minutes. When the tractor stops, the farming tool must be lowered down to ground. Pull out the flame-out cable. Engine is flame-out, and then take away the startup key. Usage of tractor working devices. Operation of hydraulic lifter. The semi-separated hydraulic lifter can realize the float control functions and the position control functions. Position control. Keep the relative position between tractor and farming tool in the process. Operate the exterior position control lever to move up or down the tool. When the lever moves forward, the tool comes down, vice versa, the tool goes up. Float control. During the cultivating process, when the hydraulic system is at the floating status, the limited depth wheel on the tool will control the cultivating depth. The machine will cultivate by following the ground surface. When using, push the control lever to the forefront firstly. The farming tool moves down into the earth until the limited depth wheel contacts the ground. The tool will work under this depth. Coming down speed control of farming tool. Turn the knob anti-clockwise. The coming down speed of farming tool becomes slower. Turn the knob anti-clockwise to maximum position. The farming tool is locked at the desired height. At this time, even operate the force control levers and position control levers. The farming tool will be no up or down. During the operation, choose the appropriate speed to come down the farming tool based on the farming tool's mass and the hardness of the ground. So as to avoid damaging the farming tool, do